Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War. There's still no campaign, day 10. So today, of course, since there's no campaign, or really much events, we're mostly just finishing things up. Still got the holiday event going on. Main goal at this point is just to finish out the power orb. So we keep poking at that. Main focus of tonight's definitely going to be on Underspire and PvP. We also got the Shimmer Skill egg, still need copies of it. Actually, I even still need copies of this, so you know what? We'll need to go do that. I'll watch you do the pet event for once, something I feel like we almost never do, but we still barely touch Underspire. I'm not going to do all of our stack of torches right now, though we do need to start using some. Gosh, is that number getting big. However, our biggest focus will definitely be on, I want to go use the hour PvP bonus thing. So, of course, last night we ended up getting the 6.5k. And with that, we can now go claim all of this. And with that, yeah, we should probably go do that already. And when we do, we'll have an hour bonus for both gold and souls, and that'll be an hour of PvP. We'll even throw probably our 15-minute XP booster in there, as we do need to go run that soon. And yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, this is pretty much the game plan. What do we still need? Adventure board? Okay. Need a little bit of adventure board in there. Alright, where should we even start? Let's start with the event daily. It's probably the main one we'd want to make sure we get completed. So let's go start with it first, as this one is actually daily restricted. And yeah, let's go get some points for this. Still running Truffle Infinite Loop. Anyways, hope you guys have been having a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Hello, let me start from the top. Hello, Bill. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Eminator. Hello, Draco. Hello, yeah. Hello, Minnie. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Lesta. Hello, hello, Isabel. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Andresia. Hello, Draco. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Vanessa too. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hello, Logic Slayer. All right, let's go get our mana. And after this, I guess we'll go to the pet, because the pet event's actually worthwhile for once, which doesn't happen too often, that we actually get one that is one we don't already have maxed or something. Unfortunately, not a new one. But anything not maxed, still pretty useful. One more and I'll take it out. Good to go. Let's see, I'll take this one. We'll take a blue, get our double in there. Hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's a lot of missed mana there, unfortunately. Doubling should get us all the way, and it was double truffle, and that should be match. Oh, you're not dead yet? Okay, fine, we'll go for one more. Unfortunately, this won't get us to any reward, and actually I should start doing only the daily 50, because we have, what, 4 days left? With 4 days left, we need to do a little bit of math real quick. Oh, that's not a move. We need to do a little bit of math. Because I believe we can actually stop spending the 50 per day. Since the only other thing we need to go do is finish out the final thing. Once we do that, we don't need any more points, therefore. Ooh, we silenced our main win condition. That's not nice. Didn't even get the loop going yet. I got this thing back, but I can't take his mana, so it's not really going to make much of a difference. Okay, now we got the loop. And let's match. Hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. Hey, Dark Crystals. Which is kind of funny because this team doesn't take, like, any purple at all. Alright, let's see. 3, 3, 3, 12, 30. 360. Plus 90. I think we have to throw 50 one more day after today. And then the rest of the time, as long as we don't miss the daily, we could just go do the free amount. So we only have to throw 50 more gems, and that should be enough to get ourselves the Orb of Power. I'll still have to do the battles every single day. But tomorrow should be the last day we have to spend 50 gems towards it. Then the rest of the day, we could just do the free battles, and that should be enough with that quick math. Seems like it'll be good to go. Your top has 72,000 points? Oh, wow. Mine's not that steep. Mine's high, but not that high. I think my highest right now is like 30k or so. Yeah, that's really, really high. Like, mine is low enough that I still feel like we can make first place by the end this week. Even though we're like 10th right now. Mine is low enough that I feel like we can do it. I'm trying to avoid those silence battles. First place got like 20k up on you? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's one of the other reasons I'm holding back as well. In case I am in the same group as any of these people, which is pretty unlikely, but just in case, I'm actually holding off on doing a lot of my points until a little bit later in the week. Just because if we do jump up, obviously other people will try to jump up to pass us. And that will just lead to one big chain reaction. So there's a good chance everyone that we're up against, they are not up against us. But we could be up against people who are they are up against, who are up against them, that are up against them. So it could be like a chain reaction that eventually gets the people in their bracket higher, that then, because we got higher, that then makes them go higher. And it's just one big chain reaction that I want to try to avoid. Let's see. What am I looking for? What's our current ladder? Yeah, 34,000. That's not too bad. And he's the same level as us, so, or, you know, pretty much same level. So we're both getting around the same rate of VP as well, which is slower than everyone else. But he's also getting that slower rate, similar to us. Yeah, we can work with that. It's not too bad. Not sure if we will, but it is definitely very doable. So the highest we've ever done so far in a week was like 35,000. So his score is pretty much already the highest we've ever done. Though it's not too hard to end up beating that number. Look at those battles though. 4,000 for first place right now. You know, on the mega leaderboard. How close is mine to the mega leaderboard? It's probably not on it, right? 33,000? That doesn't sound like it's on it. No, you need like 51,000 already. It looks like for normal leaderboard, you'd already have to have like 1,000 fights to make it. Especially at a higher level range like this, especially if you keep taking the 1 trophy fights. Yeah, we need about 1,000 fights. We're at 1/10 of that right now. Oh, we'll get there. Though we're not really going for that leaderboard, just as one, of course. Anyways, it's still worth keeping an eye on, though, because we are eventually going to be up against people doing that high, of course. Anyways, let me get out PvP. It's not what we're doing right now. Though we will be for like an hour to stream, just not at this exact moment in time. We have World Event. I guess we go do that next. I finished all the fights, right? I want to make sure we don't miss one, otherwise they don't carry over. Let's go to the Sleigh Bell event. Oh, I actually left one spare battle for the video. Not sure why, because it wasn't really needed for anything, but I did for the video we covered earlier. Oh, and of course, speaking of videos that we covered earlier, we just covered the Teams video about an hour ago, as far as when it went up. About an hour ago, we covered a bunch of teams for all the current PvP things. All the ones that we're currently using, as well as all the low rarity variants. With timestamps to get to each one as well. As well as, actually, copy paste for all the teams in the description, of course. As we normally do. So if you need any teams, they're all there. Let's see. Oh, good, Andreja. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day, good week, good new year. Yeah, you still get the 80 gold stars for free every week. So even if you don't make leaderboard at all, it's still 80 gold stars a week. So it's not too big a deal not making it. But you know, it is quicker if you can make it. I'm not too paranoid about doing it, but I need more silver marks anyways preemptively, so I kind of do want to do it this week, in the next few weeks. Not even necessarily to make top 3, though that would be a goal of doing so. But more so just to farm more silver marks. So hello, Roman. Welcome, and thank you for the continued support. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, you get 80 free gold marks every week by doing 6,500 VP, which is pretty easy to do. Just doing that gives you 100 silver and 80 gold marks. And those are guaranteed every single week, regardless of how competitive your brackets are. you not dead? There we go. You bought 3 books yesterday and 2 more today? Nice. Actually, I could buy 3 today. I think after our hour of PvP, we're going to go buy 3 deed books. Because we can. We could technically do it the second we click the button. Though, we'd be wasting booster time. Oh, wow! I saw double orange. It was like, oh, it's just the weaker ones. We just got double lesser orb of glory. Have we ever gotten that from a double drop? I don't think we ever have. We've gotten it from a 3 drop before, 2 of them. I don't think I've ever gotten a double lesser orb. That's what, 5% chance? Yeah, 5% chance. So 2 5% chances in a row. Yeah, not bad. One of the better ones we've seen from those in a while. Alright, next. We did that, we did that. We do have to clear all of Adventure Board today, so I guess we'll start there next. Most of it's worth taking as well. You know, everything except the trait stones, but we have to anyways. Yeah, it's what, 35 gems? And some useless trait stones in the middle. Oh, is the limit per week? I mean, per day? I always kept thinking it was also per week, but never mind. I guess none of it's per week. It just seemed like it would be. Because why are there even restrictions on it to begin with? If it refreshes every day. Like, you know how impossible it is to get 300 gold marks per day? Like, even if you spend the max amount of money... Well, I guess that one is infinitely buyable. But it's pretty much impossible, even with, like, mass buying, to consistently get 300 gold marks a day. So why is there even a limit? Now I'm just very confused as to why there's even a limit there. If it refreshes every day and not every week. Yeah, the pet ones I knew about. I didn't realize the other ones also did it. But it just makes the limit on them even more confusing. At least on the pets, it makes it so you can't accidentally double buy the same pet. It just seems kind of weird that it's also for the deed books. Like, why would you have a limit of 3? You would want to have a limit of 1 per day then. If you were going to structure it that way. Similar to how the pets are. What's our team for Underspire? Did I not cover it in the video? Because now that I think about it, did I actually forget to? I'm just using Child of Summer into Queen Titania quick kill. Did I actually forget to mention in the video? That sounds like something I would forget to do. But yeah, we're running this team. Child of Summer, Queen Titania, Leprechaun. I don't think at any point we're even going to need to change this. We're running pretty similar for the faction on Tuesday as well. I mean Thursday, man. But yeah, just use Leprechaun and or Summer into double Queen Titania, then win. And rinse and repeat. We'll be doing some Underspire in a little bit. Let me go finish out Adventure Board. We gotta go do the useless middle one. Then we'll go clear out Dungeon. How can you get 500 gold marks per day? You can't. That's the fun part. You can't. Which makes even less sense why it has a 3 buy limit per day. Because even if you, like, almost max spend money, you can't even get 300 a day. Let alone 100 a day. This is in the current state of the game, obviously. I guess it would make a little bit more sense maybe once they add more ways to get it in a future update. Because obviously PvP is still going to get multiple more reworks over the course of the year. Alright, that gets us the adventure done, which means we should have our XP booster. Perfect. Alright, we did that, we did that. Let's go take out Dungeon while we're around here. Then I need to go remember to take the pet for once, because we actually need it. It's one of those very rare pet situations where we do need copies of it. It's one of the ones that came in during version 6.7, 6.8, whatever it was. They ended up adding 6 new pets. And all 6 of those pets were actually kind of hard to get. Not that they were harder to get, but they never really had a special event until they rotated around like right now. So you had to do it purely by random drop table. So we're never particularly consistent to get. I should have taken purple while doing that. Ooh, a bit of a miss. He's so frozen that barely matters though. Don't do it. Don't do it. And there we go. That one down, two to go. Hello, Clip Bomb. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's go get our yellow. Get our mana there, cascade everything, get our leprechaun in there. Therix that guy out. Zolgoth the ruby. Ooh, 1 minute off. Not ideal. Get rid of his tank first, and completely miss, apparently. That's a lot of damage. Leprechaun should be full mana. And dead. Alright, there we go. Dungeon complete. So we did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. Does that just leave us with the main two, other than pets? I guess we'll go take the pet real quick before I forget. So we're just running a Diamantina one-shot build. Hello, Jason! Welcome, welcome. Basic premise of this is, well, get Diamantina to full mana. And then in later fights, cast her once, the Empress, and then do the one-shot Diamantina. Yeah, that is the game plan. How many how many PvP pets do we have now? I only have 4 because I didn't get either the 2 from this week yet. Though of course we will be. I also plan on potentially getting some excess silver for once. So far I haven't bothered doing that any week so far. This will be the first week we actually go and try to get excess silver. So not only are we going to get the 1,500 we need, but we're also going to get some reserve. And the main reason that we're going to be doing that is, well, for one, we need it for leaderboard. But for 2, in a few weeks from now, PvP is going to get a lot harder once actual player teams are there. Because right now it's still all like the placeholder ones for the most part. But once actual player teams start showing there, it is going to be substantially harder to take them all out. So it's still going to be kind of easy this week and potentially even next week. But after that, it's going to spike up in difficulty by a lot. Not even just because we're moving up brackets, but also because everything that we're going to have to fight are going to be substantially harder. It also requires us to build teams a little bit differently. Because right now we're just trying to build a quick kill team against something that has almost no chance of killing us back. Whereas starting in a few weeks, next few weeks, it is going to be very much able to kill us back. Because you're going to basically be seeing teams almost identical to your own. Or ones even stronger if you're locking options. Oh wait, why that buff? We still don't have the buff yet. After this fight we have the buff. Not on this one, but on the next one after this one. Your promotion rank is already 12k plus? Oh gosh. I actually didn't even bother looking where mine is. I think it's still under 10k. If we want to move up right now. Wasn't anything too high. Actually curious, I kind of want to go check. We're going to have way above whatever that promotion range is by the end of the week. I'm not too concerned with whatever it is. I don't think mine was that high. I still have some people in my bracket who've done 0, oddly enough. Which is kind of weird, because they would have had to have made top percent 2 weeks in a row. Oh, wait, come on! No! Literally the whole reason for using this team is to do the buff beforehand, and I just forgot to do it. At this point, I might as well just be using a Stellarix or something else. But oh well. Literally the whole point of that team is to buff it on those final 2 fights, and I don't even do it. Yeah, we got 2 scales though. Still need another 10 at some point, eventually. Anyways, okay, I believe that's everything except PvP and Underspire. I do want to do a little bit of Underspire. We're not going to do a ton of it though. Maybe just like section 1 or 2. But I will start going through Underspire just because we haven't really touched it yet this week. Let's get a little bit in there. So we got to be paying attention to brown to red. Brown to red is our value alignment. And ideally there's 13 plus red on the board. We extra turn into win. And if that's not enough, then we leprechaun. And we have ourselves a 10 and a 13. A nice double path to take later on. Brown to red. Anything we could do with that? Not really. Get ourselves a new board. Double check if we have any brown to reds. I'm trying to set up in tomorrow. We really only need 1 hit right now. We're not that deep yet. It's not like we're going to need like 4 for or something. At some point we will, though. Currently, not even close to that. Alright, nothing we can do there. I guess I could take in the blue with it, but we're already in 1-shot range, so that it goes. Yep, we already found a door. Now to go find a section in the door. But yeah, I think we'll clear through the first 2 sections. So we'll get to section 3. And then tomorrow night we'll really focus on a lot of Underspire as well. But tonight's going to be on a little bit more focus on PvP, especially since we just dropped the PvP video as well. All 20 teams. Well, you know, 10 teams for high and low rarity for the 10 battles. So we'll focus on PvP, and we'll probably be able to see all 10 of them as well during the hour that we go grind it. Let's see, we got 16 and a double. Honestly, double. Let's double the chances for dead end rooms. So if it's wrong, it's right, and if it's right, it's right. So we win either way. Because we either get dead end rooms or we find the actual room we need. Ooh, another double? You know we have to. The double. Why does it feel like we never have brown to red alignment? Am I just missing it every time? Or have we had it on almost no board so far? Luckily this early on it doesn't matter that much. Though later on it's going to matter if we can get summer first or not. Ooh, that's what you want to see if you're going to get a double dead end. A tier 5 room. Unfortunately the other one's tier 1, but a tier 5 room. Alright, once again, no alignment, so we'll leprechaun it. How about now? Ooh, that's a lot better. An auto extra turn, not like we even need it, but there we go. Come on, something good, please. No, 10 curse runes. Watch this one give something better. I don't need 10 curse runes. It's far from the worst drop, I guess, but nowhere as near where we need it to be. Come on, new troop, new troop. Let's see, what do we get? We got nothing, aka 1 Arania. Alright, do we go up or down? Well, if it is that way, it's a 4 off because there's nowhere else to go. So I'm gonna go this way, I guess. So that 4 off does seem like it might be the way. Dawnbringer, Emeraldin, Leprechaun, and Mirage Queen for Elementalist class. Wait, what's that team for, though? You mean our current restriction? But this is Bright Forest, right? Wait, do we have actually access to Dawnbringer in Bright Forest? I actually forget where Bright Forest resides. Where Dawnbringer resides. Wait, do we have Dawnbringer without cheesing it in? Oh yeah, we do. That's right there. I forgot this resides here. Hold up. Oh no, I'm happy with my double Queen Titania for now. Until it falls off, it's a really low mana cost. I completely forgot that this is from Bright Forest. Like, obviously it has to be associated somewhere. Normally don't pay attention to where they are because very rarely it's relevant. Yeah, Dawnbreaker would be a pretty good option. Oh, normal dead end. It was a 4-off all along. Unfortunate. Alright, alignment? No alignment, but it doesn't really... Actually, no, we do have alignment. Hold up. Get all that. Get our extra turn into another one, which we don't even need because we already got it. Let's go grab our 4-off room. How's this team slow? It literally insta-wins. It's physically impossible to even have a quicker team. It literally wins turn 1. Like, how do you get quicker than do that and to instantly win? Unless you smuggled in like a Dust Devil quick kill or something. And even then, that's not gonna have enough damage. Oh, wait. Okay, good, never mind. I thought it was lanterning for a second. I was like, wait, don't do that. Like, this team will fall off at some point. But, it really can't even win any quicker than it is right now. Oh, I should have went for Convert, though. He's literally instantly into AoE. This team falls off when Double Queen Titania no longer one-shots. But we're a while from that. Also, very bad alignments aren't helping us much. Gammon. I was going for it. Whatever it does, it does. I need the reds on the board. Hello, Call of Duty laughs. Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we have here? 29 and a, what's the other one? 26. We'll take the 29 then. Gosh, I keep wanting to misclick onto the, lantern. I'm not sure why. Wanting to click on it. Alright, somehow we have so much nothing that I'm gonna have to just go for the convert. And there we go. Ooh, we didn't get enough mana on the second one, though. Should probably went on full mana before we casted. Ah, there we go. And one nice thing about the Child of Summer is if we actually turn into enough mana, we just insta-kill. Because they both will get extra turn from 13 plus red. Like right here, for example. So even if they resummon there, we still had another cast ready to go. On extra turn. Yeah, we'll clear through this section, then we'll stop Underspire for now and go to focus on PvP the rest of the time. Oh, what do we need here? Do that over, I guess, for now. Is that enough to kill? I sure hope so. Oh, not if you barrier, it won't be. Barrier will get in the way. I said hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. Alright, where's the door? Left or right? Actually, they're both right. What am I saying? Wait. Well, I guess the leftward one or the rightward one of the two that go right. I don't know, I kind of want to go down. I feel like it's in the middle of nowhere over there. Right, no alignment. I think we still cast it though. I did take the extra turn skull, that's fine though. As long as it doesn't mana drain us there. That's a weird shaped room. Well, if nothing else, we found a triple dead end. That's tripled the chances for a loot room. Apparently I'm killing them with skulls. That was not the intention here. That apparently is what happened. What even just happened there? Also, what am I looking at? I have 3 different paths that can all be wrong. Why would you do such a thing? Wait, they're all 1-off as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? Oh, no, wrong. 1, 2, 3. They can all be correct too, which is the worst part. Because we're currently only 4 off. So every single one of these could be the right path. I found the dead end room. Would I be interested in playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink? Comes out February. I have no clue what it is necessarily. So I'm not sure how to make a judgment call on it. You know what? We're actually just gonna go for the convert. Oh, have they still not fixed the scoring on the website? That's kind of funny. I know before it was just all X's. Though the Ragnagord is the lowest one, so that one's kind of obvious at least. But yeah, that's kind of funny if they still haven't fixed it. It's like anime-style Monster Hunter? Oh no, I generally don't play anime-like games. Or are these just gonna be a dead-end room? Honestly, I'm fine with that. They're on vacation, so no one's home. No, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't even realize. Like, they still haven't realized. Like, it'll be New Year's and they still wouldn't have realized. Oh, what am I doing? I already had win condition, didn't I? Nope, not quite. Good thing we waited. And that's why we have 2 Queen Titanias. Oh, double Nisha! Wow. Somehow that's been our best drop so far today. Also, we played Pokemon, true. I don't know. Pokemon is anime in a different way. But yeah, I guess that does make sense. One thing that always throws me off with any game that's like anime-like, why on earth does every main character of any importance have to have colored hair? When is the last anime where every single important character didn't have a special hairstyle? Can't, like, main important character just have, like, completely just normal, generic hairstyle for once? Because you could instantly tell, like, is this character important by what their hairstyle is? Within, like, 3 seconds, you can deduce if the character is going to be important or if they're going to be one-off that you'll never see again in, like, a few minutes. Just by their hairstyle. Alright, I think we'll end Underspire there for now. And try to go through at least 1, if not 2 sections tomorrow then. Well, there we go. Alright, rest of the stream. I'm gonna go hand out a code. And then, yeah, I think we're going to do PvP grind the rest of the time then. We're gonna do a whole hour or so. Let's go start it up. Let's see. Let me go get you guys a code. If I could click. Also, we'll hand out 2 codes this stream. One right now and one a little bit later. Because we are going to be opening 3 deed books at the end of the stream as well. So we'll hand out some more around that time. Maybe not exactly then. Maybe a little bit beforehand. But yeah, we will be able to get 3 deed books today. Now that we know for sure that we don't need to spend it on the other thing. We already have enough to get 2. The second I click this button, we'll have enough to do 3. However, I do want to do the whole hour of boost before we go and fully claim it. But yeah, let's go do it. Before we do though, let me go claim 1 singular EXP booster. And yeah, let's go get this rolling. Let's see. Throw this down, claim. Continue. Go over here, claim all. Yes, continue. Yep, give me all that. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's go do our hour booster now. With the first 15 minutes, have an EXP booster as well. Is that enough damage? The answer is no, but there we go. It's a game you're recommending that isn't the other thing. True. Oh, is the manga actually the reason why all characters are like that? I guess that makes sense, because they need to make it, like, more expressive and everything. I just realized we can't get any value from pet gnomes today. Because we have the 24-hour pet active. There's the only big issue with Wednesday events, which is always one of rather ironic things about pet events. Is it's the worst time to ever try to get pets. Because you can't actually trigger more pets while you have a pet event active. Making pet events, ironically, the worst time to try to get pets. As you physically can't. It's just always a weird mechanic. During something that is technically called a pet event, you are not allowed to get any pets. Other than the one that they have going on for the 24-hour period. I'll throw that one down. Oh wait, I thought I already killed that. Oops. I thought 1 egress was already enough. Apparently not. Another 17 marks. On to the next one. Alright, what do we have? We do have middle if we need a backup plan. Blue's fine. I think I'm running Grey King for this. I was considering Tesla. We might eventually switch to a Tesla build for this. Can we get any gnome that isn't pet gnome? First, the one time we don't need it, we're just going to see it every single time. Oh, worst part is I can't even hit him. Because normally I'd hit blue to try to kill everything. But he actually gets to live because he's a pet gnome. Until Beatrix does its thing. The only thing you get from his 2-way pet food. I guess there's a small chance you also get a, oh, what's it called? There's also a small chance you get a, Volky from him. Which doesn't actually block anything for once. It's the only pet in the game where, or it's the only, gnome in the game where getting its unique drop, or, you know, getting a Volky on it doesn't overwrite its unique drop. For every other gnome it will overwrite what they give. And for Volkies you actually still get both. I only ignore 31% of your chat. You feel like Puzzle Quest 3 is actually easier than this PvP system? Oh no, I haven't seen it in its updated form. Though it really comes down to what can we use silver marks on in the future. Because once we have all unique pets, we're going to have a lot less of an incentive to keep going for more silver marks. And the gold marks don't take that long to claim at all. I feel like the initial grind is really big for this PvP mode, but it will eventually be less in Puzzle Quest 3's. Because unless they reworked it, I recall Puzzle Quest 3's currency always being good. But how it's currently scaled in Gems of War, the currency eventually becomes dead. Which to a degree could actually be a good thing if they don't actually update it any. Because after you do everything that you would need to do for it, there'd be a lot less incentive to ever touch PvP. It'll go back to like it was before. I'll still giving you rewards, but I don't know, there's just nothing to dump silver marks into right now. Like after you finish all pets, there's nothing left. Oh, we got yellow again. Okay, we're getting some pretty good options. We just went straight from yellow to blue to yellow. Blue's not our quickest, but it's far from our slowest one. At this point, we'll pretty much run an hour of PvP, hand out another code in a little bit. At the end of it, we'll go open 3 deed books and hope they're all purple somehow. Yeah, honestly, I can't really judge the PvP system until it's fully implemented. Because right now, it's like 1/10 the way in, I want to feel like. Like 1/10, 1/5. Like, they basically just put the shell of part of the PvP update in. We don't even have the 3rd currency yet. We don't even have whatever alliances are going to be. We don't have whatever else they're going to do to expand it. We still don't have every type being covered either. We still don't have actual people's PvP teams in yet. Which actually probably be the first thing of those that actually does come out. Should be probably in like a few weeks they'll have that fixed. Not really fixed, it's mostly just gathering data so it has teams to choose from. But so far we've just been getting all the pre-made random stuff right now. But that's even more of an incentive to just try going all in on the silver grind this week and next week. Because I'm pretty sure 2 weeks from now, that system will be actual players' teams by then. And gosh, are they going to get way harder at that point. Because every team we're going to face then is going to be like this team. So you miss with 1 Egress, you get infinite looped on. Luckily, you'll likely have an infinite loop going way before them, though, due to first turn advantage. That's still a liability if you miss. Gonna be putting that 1 extra gem spawn to use. Because we're gonna really need to make sure we don't miss. You're running that team, and you keep going on an extra turn. Oh, yeah, the Mistral. Yeah, Mistralis can be kind of annoying at times. There's quite a few Mistralis teams that get a lot of extra turn spam. How did we not get full mana from that? It's still our turn, but how did we not get full mana? I should have done cockroaches first. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I already had win condition. Need to go watch the PvP video. The monster team is running so slow. What did I end up running for it? I can show you in a second when we get over there. Oh wait, did we just get yellow back to back? I think we just got yellow back to back. I think my monster team ended up rolling around a Megavore. It was like Megavore double AoE poke or something. It's not the quickest team we have access to this week, but it wasn't that slow. You cast Megavore, you then cast your AoEs, and then you win. It is very Megavore dependent, though. The whole team is basically Megavore and then a bunch of other stuff. The low rarity team wasn't horrible, though. It was actually a Devourer's Skull Spam team. I was considering going down the Box Strider route or whatever it was, but I ended up opting for just Skull Spam. I think it's a Centurion into whatever that one green-purple faction legend's called. Exorator or whatever his name is. I know what it is. I can't remember how to pronounce it, though. I think it's like Exorator. Like, that combo's not too bad. Centurion and that. They have no color overlap, and when it works really well. Because you have Devour, Mass Mana Accumulation, and Skull Spam. And that Skull Spam then allows you to get even more mana accumulation off of Centurion. But otherwise, just building anything around Box Strider is probably fine. Like, literally, Box Strider and any weapon that does damage is probably fine. Just run, like, Box Strider, Archmagus with a purple weapon. And then, like, 2 other things to hold down the line. Especially if you have Megavore. Like, you literally just run Megavore into an AoE hero weapon. Which is decently quick because you get all the armor tier and then you can just keep spamming them down. I think I opted to use Wand, though, for mana accumulation instead of a weapon. Because if in doubt, put a Wand on the team. Oh, he meant Sword's Edge? Oh, okay. Yeah, Sword's Edge is by far the worst section. I would just advise skipping it every time if you don't own like a billion of either the 2 damaging mythics. Speaking of which, I need to go change my team to a 3rd one. I didn't want to show it that way for the video because I know most people don't have 3 of them. But we have 7 somehow, so we're going to use those 7. We could rotate like 3 different teams with how many of them we have. Hey, speaking of which, perfect timing. Yeah, it's time. This team doesn't have enough Champion of Annual on it. Alright, there we go. You know what? I don't even need Knight class. Give me like Titan. Give me Corsair, actually. Give me Corsair. There we go. Alright, it's gonna be a very slow start, but then we instantly win. Alright, commence winning. Alright, 1, 2, 3. See, Sword Edge isn't that bad. You just have to have like 3 Champion of Anu somehow. See, almost every kingdom can be replaced by just spamming the mythic a billion times. Yeah, this is a very unrealistic team, but it does work. Also because he gains like 3 to all stats per turn because of how many we have. So we're basically just stalling every turn until we get full mana. Almost like deliberately trying to stall. Get them all to full mana, cast each one once. Actually, we're going to have way overkill here. 2's already enough to kill. If you could ever end your turn, that'd be great though, thank you. Yeah, there's triple Champion of Mana. I know I just want to go 4, but we need something to mana accumulate. There's no way we're manually getting 4 Champion of Mana to full mana. Like, we could, but it's not worth doing that. It'll take forever. But yeah, I actually will be doing this because with multiple Champion of Anus, it's not that bad. Though I would advise skipping this if you don't have, like, any Legends or Mythics in this place. Especially the Mythics. Because I feel like you need, like, one or the other damaging Mythic for this. Oh, he's gonna regain barrier. I should go get the other guy to full mana just in case. Alright, now I can go for it. Just had to make sure it didn't re-barrier right when I hit it. Yeah, Champion of Guard is really bad, but if he had no other option, he'd be fine. He doesn't do damage, but he never dies. He also has an okay amount of mana accumulation, assuming he doesn't miss. The problem is, that's a bold assumption because he loves to miss. I would love if just something got full mana somehow. I'm pretty sure I could have already killed a double hit. But he has such a high armor value, I'm not sure. You know, I'm just going for it. It's fine. But yeah, this is definitely the slowest section this week. Even with this. This is still the slowest section. Is there a better way to mana accumulate in Sword's Edge? Because I can't use Anu's Scepter. That's not going to work. Because we have to feed into blue, so... we'd just be blocking it in a sense. I need you to not kill my hero, thank you. That's not enough damage. I need to go get one more, don't I? Come on, 2 mana. You're so close, yet so far. How hard is it to get 2 mana? There we go. If you ever let me touch it. Let me have it! There we go. I know he's cast all 3. Is that enough? Oh no, I just realized he has a tank himself. Oh, I need to try avoiding that. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Wait. What do we do about that? Oh no, wait. Hold up. What's the counterplay to that? Is there counterplay to that? Wait, what do you do when the enemy has the guard? I guess you just have to make sure you never take a fight that has a guard on it. Because that thing's like near unkillable. Like it will die, but gosh, it will take a while. At some point it will die. After a couple thousand turns, no. Once we get disabled once, it's kind of just dead. I should might as well do it right now. And now it's as good as dead. Just gotta hit it several more times. At some point we will get mana. Is that enough to kill? No. I can if I get a skull here. Come on, random skull. Random skull. Random skull. There we go. Yeah, I think we should just skip Sword's Edge. Even with the Anu build. There's just too much annoying things here. It's not worth it. If we are going to do another battle there again, 100% do not pick a battle against guard. It's just too tanky. Yeah, that is by far the worst location this week. It's not even close. It has every issue that Stormheim had, but even worse. Because they're the 2 highest durability kingdoms overall. Stormheim being the HP version, Sword's Edge being the armor version. Alright, someone was asking about a monster team. This is our monster team, by the way. I think this is the first time we've gotten a chance to use it this stream. But basically, you just Megavore into double AoE. And in theory, that should kill, though he's going to live here. I'm going to need a little extra damage. That one spell reduction troop he has in second slot. It's kind of in our way. Oh, there we go. We have just one double AoE hitter into Megavore. So hello, Adam. Welcome. Archer class is pretty good. Archer class actually used to be the best class in the game before they added all the perks as well. It's still pretty good, though. 50% mana start, insta-kill 15% of the time on Skull. It's a lot of value. Flail of Guard, Queen Jezebel, Sir Quentin. Oh, so you went all in on the Skull build. I was considering that at one point with Jezebel. I ended up not doing it at all, though. It is an option. So welcome back, Chad. Welcome. I'm just gonna keep taking the lowest one here. With the build we have, we don't have the greatest AoE damage output. So we kind of need to go for the lower one so we can actually armor tear through. Because otherwise we don't have enough damage. In a situation like this, we do have enough damage. So whenever we can take the weaker one, we should be. Alright, 2 more. None of those are really weaker, so we'll take the stronger one, I guess. As long as they're not too strong. I'll take a red, grab, you know what? Let's just get our mana. Get a wand down. Oh, a bit of a miss. Megavore somehow still not at full mana. Very surprising. Give him all the purple, that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna try to find a skull real quick. Can we get it? Nope. There we go. Random skull from the stars. It literally came from the sky. Alright, Centurion, I don't trust them. I'm just gonna take the weaker fight. Hopefully we don't get Corvashed. I don't trust that thing not getting a Devourer. No, it's going to. Get rid of Corvash just because he's the only threat there. And as long as none of them have spell reduction, that should be dead. Right, there we go, monster's done. Easy as that. Hey, tribute's ready. Apparently we got 39 minutes on the clock. Alright, we got red. Honestly, I really like the red team. We're running the dragon team, but using Stellaryx for it now that we have Stellaryx. And honestly, out of all the Stellaryx teams, this might be one of my personal favorite. The biggest issue with it is it takes forever to get its initial mana. But once it does, it is a lot of value. Biggest issue is getting that initial mana, though. And a lot of times you actually need 2 turns for it, which is a little slow to start up. But once it does, it just gets so much damage down. Yeah, Queen Isabel gives, what is it? I think 3 to 8 mana to all allies? Or 5 to 8? I think 3 to 8. It's been a while since I've used her. She used to be pretty meta back in the day. Though in recent times, we haven't used her too much. She actually got replaced, oddly enough, with Finesse, of all things. Finesse consistently gives 6 to all allies as long as there's a storm. Obviously, it doesn't do exactly what Queen Isabel does with the whole gain and everything. But it's basically been replaced by Finesse in some sense. Not in every situation, but in a lot of situations. Obviously not in Sword's Edge restriction, though. Apparently, I'm just going straight for Stellaryx. That's not the intention at all with this team, but sure, we'll do that. Just randomly get Stellaryx somehow before our other infinite loop. Obviously, the first infinite loop's supposed to feed into the second one, but I'll take that. Same difference. As long as one of them gets up. Though, generally, it's going to be the first dragon, not the second one. Kind of funny that the second one even can get up first. It just shows how bad luck we're getting on actually getting the other guy's mana. If that thing can actually get mana, full mana before it. Though it does use a lot more colors, so... Is it about to happen again? I think it is. Because we're just left with so few color options. Do we have any Empower under red that would help this? We don't currently have Empower red into red, do we? I wish we did. Because that'd be very convenient. I don't think we have that yet, though. It'd be very helpful on this team. Because then we could replace out the final Rubraf with that. Because we need a red troop that empowers into red mana. And that would end up being the 4th slot on this team. Instead of a second Rubraf. Where's my battle? Hello? Oh, there it is. Oh, I didn't want to see that as Blade of Lands. Honestly, Blade of Lands, not too bad. Fiend Fire into that one burning guy. Actually kind of good. This guy barely got used when he first came out, just because he's basically a weaker version of just using hero. But in the context of a pure Blighted Lands, he is absurdly good. Only problem is I am using him in first slot. It's a bit of a liability, but allows him to use his triple damage burning. But it is a bit of a liability that he dies, especially with lower stats. Our stats are kind of beefy enough that it shouldn't matter for the most part, though. We'll find out when he ultimately dies again. It's more so a matter of when than if. At some point, I will take every last extra turn. And then we can cast on him. Oh, that's not enough to kill. Oh, now that's really not enough to kill. Speaking about a matter of when than if. I just realized, I have no team left. I see a slight problem here. I seem to lack a team. Where did my team go? I would like one team back, please. Oh, it will ultimately win. Though, at what cost? Oh, you know what? He can actually still win. Wait. This isn't over. Until I can kill him, he can still win. He can still cheese us with damage. He can out-damage my non-existent damage right now. Ah, they both can. Oh, wow. We can actually lose this. We actually might. Because my remaining guy can't do damage. So I'm basically just trying to bait out a skull into another skull. If we kill him with burn, that'd be so funny. Wait, I actually have to. If he doesn't die... Wait, curse and burn the strongest enemy. Wait, we just win. Oh, plus I can just take the skull. Okay, we're fine. That would have been guaranteed burn killed the next turn. But we also got a skull. But even if we didn't get skull, the burn would have killed him. But yeah, we gotta be careful. He's like negative durability. I think he has literally nothing keeping him alive. So they look at him with like 3 skull and he drops. So you gotta be really careful not to let him die. As he is the lifeblood of our team. I guess we could reorder a little bit, but then we're blocking on mana. Is the only big downside of that. I would love if he didn't just kill my first slot instantly. That'd be nice. Let him live for a few turns, please. Letting him take a skull here actually keeps us alive, so I'm gonna let him. It actually makes us have a higher chance of not dying, oddly enough. As weird as that may seem, because he refreshes our death mark. And when you get a refreshed death mark, you can't actually die that following turn currently. Because whenever you get death marked, it has a 1-turn delay, but for whatever reason, that 1-turn delay still reapplies when you're already death marked. So if you let something re-death mark you, you will have a 100% chance of not dying the following turn. Whereas if we didn't let him do it, it'd be a 10% chance we would die. Which is low, but more than 0. Which is why we let him hit us. What do we need here? You need to get full mana. And I'm tempted just to swipe for it. Go for Fiendfire. Let him do whatever, get a triple poke. Of course he gets summoned. Nothing I can do here. That's a lot of damage at least. I need this to get alignment already so we can just win. It's not worth just blank casting. We do get to kill his first slot with it though, I guess, so we'll do it before he gets to cast. Hit him with a skull, hit him with another skull, that's dead. Can I get one off a sky? I did not. Can we do anything here? Yes, skull, perfect. How many more do we have? Yeah, this place is annoying, but it's not Sword's Edge level annoying. I could definitely see this one being the weakest location on some weeks. This is not one of those weeks, but I could definitely see there being weeks where this one would be your slowest location. Or at least the most inconsistent, especially once you have to start fighting other people's teams. Is when this place will become a nightmare as far as what you're going to have to build to counter other people's builds. Because then I think we actually will have to bring out the Amnesia build we were initially going to go with. That we opted not to. Because this guy's going to be too risky once people have, like, real teams. We're already dying to not real teams. Imagine actual teams. How quickly he'll get completely killed off. You barely survive against random junk. You can't do anything here. I guess I could poke him here. I have a poke. Hopefully that gives us alignment somewheres. Or we can stick a skull and win. That also works. Which kingdom am I in? We're in Blighted Lands right now. Moving on to somewheres. Monsters. Is there not a better AoE option than this guy? I think this might have been the first thing I looked at, but I don't think there was a better one. Hey, we actually got Megavore poke. That's not the main reason we're running Megavore right now. However, it does have an 8% insta-kill every time we take an extra turn. This team is not built around that mechanic, but we do still have the mechanic. And we got it twice. Oh, that's convenient. Actually, I could just scold it at that point. We had Enrage. Oh, there we go. I just realized our gem stack is actually not pitiful now. It is slowly moving upwards, something I haven't seen in a while. You've been running Karandar, Wand of Stars, Sakima, and Scroll Reborn. Nice. Oh, so Skull Spam build then. I haven't really gone Skull build much this week. I think the only thing I've run Skull for is Giants, oddly enough. That and some of the lower rarity teams I showed. Like the one for Monster and such. But as far as our main teams, I think the only one I went all-in Skull on was Giant. Even though there are many categories you can get away with it on. How many more battles do we need? 2 more? I was waiting out the next code after next section. Because by then we should have about 20-ish minutes left. Then we'll finish that out. And all the way at the end, we'll go open up 3 deed books. And see if we can get a purple one. This will actually be our first ever deed book opening, I guess, technically. Because that's a thing now. It's only 3, but... in all fairness, 3 is the maximum you can currently do in the current state of the game, so I guess you can't really do bigger than that. Yeah, 3 deed book opening. Hopefully it's purple, purple, purple. That's when you know you have perfect luck. I'll take even 1 purple. Give like a 50-50 that will even get even 1. Oh, we got Giants. Speaking of Giants, I was just mentioning these earlier. But yeah, this is the only category I think I run Skull Spam for. Mostly because I got tired of running the other team, so we just use Skull Spam for both Stormheim and this place now. I was originally just using it only for Stormheim, but I ended up opting just to do it for both. And here we are now. Which is kind of funny because it's actually better to be using this team for Giant than it is Stormheim. Because you get access to Wand and any other weapon you might want. Like Writhing Staff or anything else. Alright, what do we need here? Oh, I'll take a blue. Can I just mana accumulate off this? If we get lucky enough, we can. Good enough. It's creating Uber Doom Skulls for us. How convenient. Is there no extra turn in all this mess? I guess I could try for it on green. It's not worth it, though. Let's do it on yellow. We didn't land extra turn, but we did land extra turn, so we'll take it. We didn't land skull extra turn, but we landed board extra turn. Yeah, honestly, this team's not that slow. It's actually a pretty decent speed. It was kind of funny because I think when we were recording the video, because of how little commentary we did over it, this giant team was actually the quickest team we did during the entire video as far as the length of the section. Because in combination with how quick the team won, combined with the fact that I did very little commentary over the team, I think the section was only like a minute. Because I was doing all the timestamps. It's like, wait, why was this one so short? Like, it was like literally like a minute. With all commentary explaining everything. Like, the whole thing was only a minute compared to like the average being like 2 to 3 minutes per section. Most of them closer to 3 minutes. I wouldn't say it's the quickest team we have this week, but when it works perfectly, it's pretty quick. The Balder has kind of always been like that. Like, a perfectly running Balder is just ultra quick win. It's very inconsistent to win that quickly. But when it does, you'll know. You'll know when it happens. Because the team that you're up against just melts instantly. Like, its max speed is really good, but the consistency is not the highest. Especially if you don't have the Mythic. Because the Mythic helps put it together, just to tank and have a backup mana accumulation. There's one downside of just Balder spam is he eventually runs out of mana. And Balder spam does work a little bit better if you have enchant at start of battle. But you can't do that in PvP. Or I should say that you can't do that without buying those little relic thingies that are pointless. Which I almost forgot those even exist. Those little buffs that you could do per PvP fight. Has anyone even bothered trying them yet? Because they seem so pointless. But I haven't actually given them a fair shot yet. But all of them seem so overpriced for how little they do. Especially the gold ones. Like, why would he ever spend gold marks on them? Like, silver marks I could kind of see, because at least in the current state of the game, there's nothing to eventually dump your silver marks into. But the gold marks, that just seems like a complete robbery there. Some of those little buff tokens cost like multiple gold marks each. For just a 1 battle buff. Well, technically 5, because you have 5 of them every time you do it, but still. There's most of the things that you get for the gold marks are actually pretty good permanent upgrades. But not those little token thingies or whatever those are. Oh, yeah, we'll just go for it. Even if it's not that much, as long as it's giving us some mana. Anything's better than nothing. Hey, let me try starting to hand out the code. This will be the last one we hand out for this stream. And the next time we'll hand out probably a ton will probably be New Year's Eve. It's almost New Year's Day. But let me go start getting you guys the code. Wait, did I hand this one out yet? It's highlighted for some reason. We'll find out when chat says I've handed it out already. No, I'm pretty sure we haven't. But there's a chance I only copied it rather than cut it. Normally I cut it. Very suspicious that's already highlighted. Please don't gain barrier. What are you doing? It's supposed to be an easy quick kill. There we go. Here you guys go. Here's redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game. Under the redeem code section, your invite code is in settings menu. Redeem codes right over there in chat. And give same loot as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot. It's greatly appreciated. There you guys go. Is that the old one? Never mind. Let me go do another one. Are we doing any event for New Year, or do you mean the game itself? Us, as far as streaming? Not really. Probably pretty normal Gems of War stream, just with a bit more codes and stuff. I will be going out to see some fireworks and stuff like that. So in real life, I'll be celebrating it. But as far as the game itself, no, I don't think we're getting anything special for New Year's. We have some years before. But aside from like the free 25 gems we get, I don't think we're getting anything really for New Year's this year. Or, sorry, I mean 50 gems. But there you guys go. That one's the new one. I know, because it's different. Yeah, normally I cut the codes rather than copy them. Which would explain why it's highlighted. Because that means I accidentally copied it instead of cut it. Because the buttons are right next to each other. Normally I don't accidentally misclick that, though. I did today. How much more timer do we have on the clock? 20 minutes. Well, let's keep going. The stream doesn't end until that timer ends. Oh gosh, this section. I almost feel like skipping Bladed Lands. But we can't skip both Bladed Lands and Sword's Edge. And when this team works correctly, it's fine. The problem is every time it doesn't. Which is far too common. I really just need to put that troop, like, not in first slot or something. You're just too high of a liability. It's just so much quick damage. Really no alignment. I did that so we'd hopefully have a follow-up on that. Apparently not. A little unfortunate that I hit the one that has immune to burn. So it doesn't actually get the extra damage on it. I would love if you didn't just get a billion skulls in a row. Yep. Though us getting a free one makes up for it, I guess. There we go. Hey, what is that? 2 or 3 more? 3 more. I don't trust Inferno King. I'd rather take the middle fight than try to go up against a 5 revive Inferno King. Do the flail into triple Jezebel. That is tempting, to be honest. But the team we're doing also works pretty quickly. Because our issue isn't really killing it for the most part. It's more so just the initial setup is kind of slow. But our chance of losing is literally 0 on Sword's Edge, whereas in this place we actually can lose. It's very unlikely, but we can lose here. Whereas in Sword's Edge, we're pretty much immune to losing. Though I could go Flail. A nice thing about Flail is I believe it has barrier on cast. That might actually be worth running instead of the weapon I'm currently running. Because Flail actually gets like a lot of defensive capability. For seemingly no reason. Like every cast it does barrier and cleanse or bless or something. Like gains a lot of benefits every single cast. And we're feeding into 3 mana colors. I'm just not sure how many it blocks. Because I believe it's red yellow, which means it's blocking 2 of my 3 colors if we're using Champion of Anu. Like we'd be double blocking ourselves compared to the other weapon that doesn't block anything. So that alone might still make it worthwhile. Just keep the weapon we're running. Even though the other weapon's really good, I don't want to triple block him. Or sorry, double block him, I mean. Is that our silver mark? There we go. On to the next one. Wherever that may be. Hey, yellow. Nice and simple. Why can't we just keep getting the easy ones? Yeah, if you keep using queen, it refills the other queens. You could technically even do 4 queen if you really want to, and unless you get unlucky, she actually has enough mana to cycle all the way through. Kind of like how Gate does. Except Gate's a bit more consistent, same as Finesse. Because the biggest issue with Jezebel, though when you're in a Sword's Edge restriction, it'd be fine. But her biggest issue compared to other troops that are like her, is she has a really wide mana range. Whereas the other ones are a little bit more consistent with how much mana they do, because they have a flat number. But any of them that have that wide range, you can't always depend on if you actually get the refill or not. But you still get a ton of refill, of course. But they don't have a static number like some other options in the game. It's one of the reasons you don't normally see me building a Queen Isabel team. Even though her herself is actually really good. When you have more consistent options, you tend to not use her. But in Sword's Edge Restriction, she's kind of your only option for that. That's why even something like the Dwarven Gate that only does 5 is actually used over her a lot of times. When building, like, you know, just like a normal team. That's because the consistency of it is better than her inconsistency, even though you get less value from it. Because it's more so a matter of when she gets unlucky, rather than if. Because it will eventually happen. So I would love if I could get my damage source up. Now I'm about to poke him with a very high damage skull. Or finesse. Finesse works too. Speaking of things that give consistent mana, finesse actually has that mechanic. It's not really used for it that often. But finesse actually gives 6 mana to all allies when you have a storm. It's actually exceedingly consistent. But we're actually not even using it for that mechanic. Even though that's one of his, like, half of his gimmick. We're actually not even using him for that. But he is one of those troops in that same category as Queen Isabel. But with a static number rather than a wide range. You would need triple finesse to make it work, though. Triple finesse actually 100% of the time feeds back into finesse. Because you'd be getting 6 mana every 2 casts. Or sorry, 12 mana every 2 casts, 6 each per cast. I'll catch you later, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. I'll say hello to Denali if I didn't already say hi. Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we need here? Oh, we already finished. Next section. 13 minutes. It should be about 4 more or so. 3 to 4 more. We got Faye. Faye's not too bad this week. It's mostly the 20% extra damage that's really carrying it this week. Because we're not going to have that every time, unfortunately. It's actually one of the few times where it actually aligned perfectly that we actually get to utilize it. But most weeks we will not have that much extra spell damage. Meaning this team actually will be weaker in the future. Though in all fairness, all teams pretty much would be weaker in the future with 20% less stats. Utilize it while we can. And I would say the enemy has it too, but a lot of the enemies will only have 10%. Because it's Faye and Bright Forest, but we're running pretty much an all-in Bright Forest team. Looks the Fox technically isn't. But our main core weapon is. Well, technically that isn't a Bright Forest weapon, but you know what I mean. Under the restriction of Faye, we're allowed to use it, so... We are... This is a Faye restriction, not a Bright Forest restriction, even though all the event bonuses for Faye this week. I mean, is for Bright Forest this week, I mean. But the restriction itself is Faye. But you're mostly using Bright Forest options because the 20% bonus. Like Queen Titania, Hierophant class, which we have a class event for tomorrow, by the way. So if you haven't already gotten it, leveled some free XP tomorrow for it. Hey, we actually got a quick kill for once. Always nice when everything fits right into a 1 cycle. Problem is, there's a lot of mana, or spell reduction troops that kind of get in the way. I just need one more. We'll take the weaker one. It's barely any VP difference. Only problem with me constantly taking the lower ones now, even though we're primarily trying to go for silver marks, is that does hurt our VP number a little. Not by a lot, but by enough that, yeah, we're not getting as much as we would be otherwise. Alright, 10 minutes left. Oh, we got back-to-back Fae. Alright, that's fine. It's not a bad section. Worst thing we'd want to see is like back-to-back Blade of Lands or back-to-back Sword's Edge. I think we're not seeing those. Also, so far I've been avoiding the middle. Obviously we could be just stalling Sword's Edge or Bright Forest. I mean, Blade of Lands, I mean. But I've just been dodging the middle. The main reason for this, even though that means we'd get less VP, because middle's just as much VP as anywhere else, we do get more silver marks if we stay on the outskirts, particularly the final ring. But generally, one of them that you're going to not do every single week will always be one of the final ring ones. Just because there's always at least one that's just too annoying to bother doing. Though, maybe we will eventually have a week where all of them are good. That hasn't happened yet. But we will eventually get a week where all 60 outer ring is actually worthwhile. And then you would definitely want to stall the middle one. But we haven't seen that yet. So far, there's been at least one, if not multiple, that are horrible. This week, those two are Bright Forest, or I keep saying Bright Forest, Blade of Lands and Sword's Edge. More so Sword's Edge. But we might eventually get a week that's just all good options. I could add you on Steam as your Christmas gift? You know what? I'll go add you finally, Lester. Could you post on Discord what your username is on Steam, just so I don't forget? I'll go look through the list and go add you. I really need to go through that at some point. I have not gone through my friends list on Steam in like 7 years. I honestly need to purge like 80% of it. I also think I have like 80-something friend requests I still need to get around to. They're buried somewhere in there. I'm not sure what half of them are for, though. Honestly, I'm not even sure what 90% of them are for. I just look at it some days and say, oh, where did this number come from? Initially, it was because of the friend limit on Steam, but I think they've changed how friending works or something. I'm not sure. I'd assume so. It's been like 7+ years. So at some point, they probably reworked it a bit. Because at one point, I was at the cap, and then magically, I wasn't at the cap anymore. I never added back. I never bothered adding a bunch of people since we uncapped ourselves. Yeah, did they make it unlimited? That makes sense. Because I know before, at one point, it was based on what level you were on Steam. But then at some point, they tweaked it in the last several years. I'm not sure what the tweak was. There was some kind of tweak. Yeah, I haven't engaged with Steam, like the platform, in so long. I just used it to launch Gems of War and a few other games. As far as actually interacting with like every other feature that Steam has, I've barely been touching them in recent years. All right, 2 more for this section. Oh, that's not who I wanted to cast. I wonder if did that not kill you? You had a gnome in PvP run away and you received the loot? Yes. Currently, gnomes running away still gives you the loot. This has been glitched since 7.3. And they haven't fixed it yet. Because they're not even around to fix it. But I assume it is associated to how terror works. And it's a glitch associated to terror in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, a troop running away doesn't count as a kill, but it does give you the loot now for some reason. And it's likely some kind of bug with when they added terror to the game. But yeah, so troop running away does still give you the loot now, but it doesn't count as a kill still, because we did test that. A troop that run away doesn't count as a kill, but it does count as a loot if it's a gnome. For reasons I do not know, but it is probably associated to some kind of bug with terror. Even if they're not terror, the bug can still happen. Because more so them adding terror that caused the bug, not terror itself doing the bug. Yeah, honestly, it's completely beneficial. And if it's a bug that they don't ever fix, that's actually really good long term. Because that means you can never lose gnome loot ever again. As long as you win the fight. You would still lose if you lost the fight somehow, though. As long as you win the fight, it is actually impossible to lose gnome loot in the current state of the game. Until they either fix it or leave it like that forever. So it'd actually be a very beneficial change if they were to do that. As you essentially get all gnomes you ever see. Unless you somehow lose the fight. Which is very unlikely unless you're doing like PvP or something. I was planning to go cover a video on Stellarix. Gosh, this group has been so much fun. I'm not even sure what teams I want to show, to be honest. There's so many teams you could show. A team along these lines is definitely one I do have to mention, though. Not this exact team, though. Because you definitely want to replace out a Rubraf when you have more options. Even if it's just for a Leprechaun or something. Though I'd most likely want to be an Empowered Dragon. Actually, what does the Empowered Dragon do color-wise? I think it was like yellow or something. Doesn't really matter too much what color it is because they all go into Rubraf. So ideally it would also go into Huntmaster. Yeah, what was that one that created Dragon Gem? Does anyone actually remember? The dragon that empowers into Dragon Gems. I forget what color Dragon Gem he does. I'm pretty sure it wasn't red, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure it was yellow or blue. So hello, Timmy! What's up? Everything's been going pretty well. Oh, it is red to yellow. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of bad then, because we're denying red. Yeah, red to yellow. Oh, we just got back-to-back red. Nice. Well, let's stay here then. Maybe that wouldn't work then. Because we obviously need the red on the board. That's a pretty important color. That is an exceedingly important color for this team. Oh, I just realized we're webbed on our win condition. Well, hello, other win condition. Time to click the Rubrafs for once. Time to use the other half of our team. We're kind of just sitting there doing a little bit of a magic buff here and there. But they can be casted for very high damage as well. Feels like this team have only been using 2 troops, but there's another 2 back there. The main reason they're back there is because every time we take a red, we're gaining 4 magic. Which is a lot of magic. They also have an ability. It's a little bit weaker than Stellarix's. That's still a lot of damage. At some point we'll get full mana. Why do you both have to keep getting full mana at the same time, being completely redundant? At least stagger it a little bit. But if anyone has any other questions or anything you still want me to go over, let me know. Because once that timer ends, probably calling it for tonight. Though not before we go and open the 3 deed books. We do need to go do that tonight. Our first ever deed book opening. Honestly, I think we'll wait until we have enough to do 3 every time. Unfortunately, it's not going to take that long to open 3. Oh, we're already done. There's no way we can do another battle in 1 second. Oh, there we go. Nice. Alright, well, here's the 2 dream codes we handed out earlier. But now, let's go finish this off by, well, for one, we're in 5th place right now, so we're in the promotion zone. That's not too bad. Honestly, we're pretty much already there. Yeah, we could easily take 1st. I don't want to scare them yet, though, in case they are in my section. So we're not going to jump at them yet, but, yeah, we could easily make 1st. If just what we did right now got us all the way over here, we could definitely take 1st. 100% top 3. It's not even a within question. But, actually, there's only an extra 15 for getting 1st. I didn't even notice that. We only get 5 more from going to 2nd, and only another 15 more to going to 1st, you know, compared to 3rd. Interesting. So as long as we make top 3, we're still getting quite a bit. But anyways, let's go do our first ever deep book opening now. PvP shop. Oh, no. Oh, good. I have enough to get the pet, too. Let me go get one. I just make sure I don't have the spider at arms. I'm almost guaranteed I don't, but I do want to double check just in case. Spider. At arms. Yep, unowned. Alright, let's go get it. Go to PvP shop. Go to pets. And we got ourselves 1 spider at arms. Alright, now with 325, we can go buy ourselves 3 deed books. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah, what's your predictions on deed books? How do you get Huntmaster or Boris? He's in the Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest drop table. He's a completely random drop. He can be gained very easily from event keys during a Dragon's Claw event, if one was to ever roll around again. And also, if you really want to get him in the short term, keep an eye out on the summoning orbs that he's in. He's in red and green, and occasionally you can get him here, and try to get him that way. He's currently not there right now, though. Alright, let's go do our deed books. Let's see, what's my prediction? I want to see, like, purple, purple, green. Or actually, purple, purple, blue. Is what I'm hoping for. Well, technically, I'm hoping for purple, purple, purple. But let's be realistic. Purple, purple, blue. Honestly, I want to see at least 1 purple. I'd be very disappointed if we get 0 purple. Alright, PvP shop. Let's go do it. And we'll end it on this. And then the only other thing we still got to do this week for PvP is get the doggy. The undead doggy. Alright, let's not misclick on the other ones. Alright, moment of truth. Do you want to get a deed book for 100? Yes. Green? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now I'll do 2 purple. Alright, that's fine. Second one. Alright, 3 greens, I see. 2 greens. Alright, let me guess. Green? Well, we got triple. I'm not sure that's the triple I wanted. But we just got triple green. Not quite triple purple, though. Out of any triple we could have gotten, that's not the worst one, I guess. Though, not the best either. Ah, that's unfortunate. But that's really funny. We just somehow got triple green. What a weird turn of events. We just maxed all carry recently, so. All those are just spears now. The problem is there isn't really a good second green kingdom. I guess there's a +1 attack in a couple locations. I'm not sure when the next 30-star green kingdom is. I don't think we have a second one yet. I feel like it's going to be like Forest of Thorns or something. Because if it is, this one does count as an attack kingdom. Oh, look, there's all 3 of our deed books. Literally all 3 of them are sitting right there. Because I actually have 0 from when we went in maxed out Zol carry pretty recently. So we just went from 0 to 3. Not counting our, you know, normal deeds that we can convert up. At least we fixed our 0 number there. Still a long ways away from getting 28, though. But hey, another 3 towards maxing them, I guess. It's a slow effort, but eventually we'll get there. Yeah, we pulled a triple, but the wrong triple, I guess. But anyways, guys, I guess we'll end it there for now. Should be everything we need to do for now. Tomorrow we'll continue pretty much every event that we need to go do. And then work on probably mostly Underspire. Probably a lot less PvP, and every single torch we have left will get used tomorrow. So we're essentially going to double the amount of Underspire we have done. And go from there. Still probably throw a little bit of PvP, as we do have quite a bit of grind we need to go do for Argo to try making the top point. Because even if we make top 3, that's half a deed book. Like, even if we get 3rd place, That's basically half a deed book. Second place is literally half a deed book. And if we somehow make first, that's slightly more than half a deed book. These are basically measured in how many deed books. That's pretty much the only thing you use gold currency on. Just how many deed books can you throw them into? Honestly, I almost feel like hoarding the rest of my gold ones in case they add some kind of weird new gimmick to use them on in next patch. But we'll see. But otherwise, we'll open them for another triple deed book, because those are some pretty good value. Even though we just roll triple green, that's still pretty solid nonetheless. Honestly, any deed book, even a horrible color, is still better than most of the other things you could use them on. Because there isn't really a wrong color. It's not like anyone's even remotely close to maxing them all. So any progress towards it is nice. Obviously, purple is the most right color. But aside from that, there isn't really a wrong color overall. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you didn't see it already, we covered a whole PvP teams video with 20 teams of 10 low rarity and 10 high rarity. Obviously, you saw most of the high rarity ones during this stream. Actually, I think all of them if you were here the whole time. However, we covered a video going over each one independently as well. So if you haven't checked that out, we posted that a little bit before the stream, so definitely worth checking out. It has the copy paste for all of them and a bunch of timestamps if you want to go to a specific team that you might need. Anyways, guys, enjoy your week. Catch you guys soon. Enjoy the holidays, and thanks for stopping by. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.